You heard that? We are good.
We're good to go.
Andre said it, so we're good to go.
Well, it looked like y'all was waiting on me.
We were waiting on you.
Oh, okay then.
I was sitting here and I was like, I can't wait for Andre to really like put his foot down and say, I'm going to record a fucking podcast.
I tried to do that last podcast.
No, you didn't.
You
don't try to record podcasts.
You record a podcast.
You record podcasts, right? Record podcast, sleep, masturbate, repeat.
Oh, is that the move?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Didn't we Google that shit and figure it out?
Well, record podcast, masturbate.
No, record podcast, sleep, masturbate, repeat.
No, I have to masturbate before I sleep.
That's not the lingo?
That's not the lingo.
Fucking Google got it wrong.
Yeah. No.
Super wrong.
Shit. Fuck that. Well, I mean, we could always do what, people do when they're usually wrong. Go out and fucking buy Twitter and figure it out.
I want to know the backstory behind that. How did he end up like buying Twitter, and why is there such an uproar?
So
for Musk buying Twitter?
Yeah. What do you mean us?
For Musk,
Oh, okay.
Elon Musk.
All right.
Not Elon Tusk, like from the other dimension, from Rick and Morty. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but I mean, he wants to monetize it, from what I understand.
Yeah, you gotta pay for
make businesses pay for accounts and post, and
that's true. A lot of businesses do use it. It's not just like a personal, like your Facebook account. Okay, so he's trying to monetize it.
But I mean,
how do you feel about that?
I don't care if he buys it. Like, it's not really going to change the business too much. People just want to be mad that he bought it. That's it. They want to be mad. There's people on Twitter that want to be mad about it.
I don't fucking use Twitter to begin with. So, like, you're telling me Elon Musk is buying Twitter. It's like, what the fuck does that mean to me?
Right.
And the only time I look at Twitter is like when like athletes like post like stupid fucking comments. Like Twitter to me is not any type of domain that really, it's just people like voice their fucking opinions. It's what is that? The First Amendment, it's the freedom of speech.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this shit is stupid. Check this out.
Right. It's how people used to stand on corners and just yell shit.
Yeah.
Those crazy homeless people who just yell shit at people who walk by?
Mm-hmm.
Twitter's like that. It's all crazy homeless people.
So Elon buying Twitter don't really mean shit unless he was trying to use it for some type of other gain. I mean, but if you look at throughout the years, like every time he posts like some type of topic,
it blew up.
It blew up.
Yeah.
All right. If he sent a tweet and was like Dogecoin this, Dogecoin goes up. If he sent a tweet like don't fucking eat at Chick-fil-A, people aren't going to eat at Chick-fil-A just because Elon Musk said it. But you see what they did to Trump.
He's a powerful man.
But you see what happened to Trump? They fucking took Trump off Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he's trying to make sure he don't get taken off Twitter, and it's just easier to buy it.
What's the pros and cons of being on Twitter?
If you're an influential person, it's a good, easy way to
self-promote,
to connect with like hundreds of thousands of millions of people. Like, you can connect with a lot of people with very little effort on Twitter. Like you were saying, like when Elon Musk tweets, Dogecoin is where it's at, it sends that shit skyrocketing, right?
I think Twitter is more for businesses, whereas Instagram is more for like individuals, right? So like if I'm a business, like for example, Bungie. Right, I play Destiny 2. Every time Bungie has like a server outage or something like that, they post on Twitter. They don't post on Instagram.
Yeah, that's true.
Or Facebook. They post on Twitter. Like, you want to know what's going on with my company? Check out Twitter.
Yeah.
You want to know what's going on with this? Check out Twitter. Because you could just send a little note. Hey, like we're fucking working on it.
So if I'm Elon, why would I not try to monetize it? All these big corporations are
that's
making
what I'm
money
saying.
off
So
of it.
he from what I've gathered, like through like little Snapchat stories and shit, is that he sees a bigger potential in Twitter than Twitter's actually taking. But the thing is the minute you start charging for subscriptions, there's always the new hotness, right? Like if we look at throughout, like just through us from growing up, what was hot when we were 18? MySpace.
MySpace was hot.
Right?
Yeah.
Then Facebook.
Yeah.
Right? Then Twitter. Then Instagram. But then people went back to Twitter because like Instagram, you always got to post a fucking photo. And sometimes you don't want to post a photo. Sometimes you just want to fucking react to something. Be like, you know what?
So on Instagram, you have to post a photo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So it becomes where Instagram now is a lot for like thirsty motherfuckers. Like,
trying to get attention.
If you're a fitness model and you want to push this Herbalife, drink, you're going to go on fucking Instagram. You're going to fucking show your ass off and hopefully some bitch want to be you and buy that shit. Whereas Twitter, anybody can post anything. So like John Cena could be like, yo, I really had this Rockstar energy drink. That shit was amazing. Right? No photo required, no anything. Just his fucking opinion. And it's a way of influencing. Right?
So companies use that and use them as a spokesperson.
Yeah.
They pay.
But imagine if companies were using that instead of the news. Like how many people watch the news nowadays?
Yeah, it's rare.
Right? Yeah. Like nobody watches the fucking news. The news is just full of bullshit.
Well, I watch financial news. Because that's the most straightforward news you can get.
Yeah, but what happens if Elon were to get all that shit on Twitter? Right? So like you could just read a couple tweets and basically know what's going on in the market versus having to go through a couple videos and bullshit.
You could never pare down financial news into a few Twitter posts.
Yeah, but it would give you a start. Right? So if I told you Dogecoin was dropping 6%, right? Like it would start you somewhere and then you would jump in the rabbit hole and go more and figure out, what the fuck is going on with Dogecoin? Why is it going down 6%? Versus, reading some type of stupid article.
Yeah. The way financial news works, it wouldn't work. But I get what you're saying, right? But that's how, like, when you think about it, that's how most news articles, like on websites, are written now. They're basically the headline is basically a tweet, right? Mother shot by 4-year-old. Right, that's a tweet. Right?
Bitch should have gave up the breast milk. That's what she should have did.
She got stuck up for the breast milk.
Give me them titties.
We got a shortage right now
on baby formula.
Which is crazy, bro.
But that's where you get real Cambodian breast milk.
What do you think that is? That we have a shortage on
a formula?
Yeah,
probably because.
Do you think during COVID we had too many babies being made?
Mm-mm. No, that's not it. No,
I know we had a factory burned down. I know that we had a factory burned down.
Multiple factories.
No, but the thing with baby formula is that
it's actually bad for you too.
well, the thing is, it's manufactured. So anything manufactured right now is slowed down. Right. That's number one. But the fact that you get a lot of people, that don't want baby formula. But baby formula was also used for a long time for smuggling drugs. Mm. So people used to steal baby formula from like Walmarts and shit. They used to get stolen heavily.
Yeah, because now you gotta lock it up, right? You can't.
Just So they used to steal baby formula, but then they would transport like heroin and cocaine through baby formula.
Mm.
Yeah.
So if I'm a company and all this shit is getting stolen, I'm going to order less, right? Because my rate of sale says I'm only selling for a week because 16 are getting stolen.
Yep.
So if I'm ordering less from a company, naturally, before COVID, they're gonna start scaling back on their production. Mm-hmm. Right? Walmart's not buying 10 cases anymore. Walmart's only buying 6 cases. So, baby formula go bad. It's got a shelf life. So they start manufacturing less. Then guess what? COVID comes and your factory wasn't even meant to make 6 cases. Now you're only making 3. So like that shit hurts.
Yeah. But everything's like that. That's why cars are expensive. You got a car,
Yeah. So I just bought my new car, a month and a half ago. Mm-hmm. The bitch had a $5,000 market adjustment on it.
Jeez.
And I was like,
And
what
you're lucky that's all they adjusted it
And
by.
I was like, what the fuck is a market adjustment? They're like, that's what we added to the price.
But isn't that just like a worker when you have a inflation? They can do a market adjustment?
but that's the thing, like, right? So
it's not the same though. It's not the same.
Why is it different?
Because that car that he has was manufactured
That year.
No, that shit was manufactured like late last year or the year before.
Mm-hmm.
The inflation spike is more recent, and they'll just spike up the price to spike up the price.
And inflation, but inflation at this point is just coming to light. Like companies are, when they're looking at their quarterly earnings and they're like, holy shit, like we're not making the money like we used to or whatever, then we got to raise prices. So you can see it anywhere. You can see it in the housing market, see it in the car market. You have less people buying because the prices are higher.
Yes.
So, but then again, you still have to make money as a company. So less people buying means I got to raise the price in order to sustain.
Yeah.
So it's really bad. Like I was looking at rent for places in my area last night in Daytona Beach.
Yeah.
Fucking one bedroom apartments right now, like fucking $1,200, $1,300. Mm-hmm. I was like, thank God I'm not fucking on the street right now, because that shit would be. You imagine paying fucking $1,300 and I get like Miami, California, New York, any type of like real city, even Orlando. I could see $1,300 for, but you're talking about Daytona Beach, Dirtona, fucking $1,300 for a 800 square foot place.
You know, Florida is now the most expensive place to live.
Florida is now. I read an article that says Florida has the least affordable living market than any other state.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to get the fuck out. And I asked you motherfuckers who wants to move with me, and everybody was quiet.
Everything is in Florida, though.
No. What the fuck is in Florida that you use on a daily basis? What have you done in the last 2 weeks? Think about it. Outside of work, what have you physically done in the last 2 weeks?
A gym. But you can
The gym, right? A restaurant, a bar.
Universal.
You been to Universal in the last 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Without me?
Yeah.
Wow. Damn, you see this? 21 years. This guy goes to Universal without me, knowing I got a pass.
Hey, how do you know it wasn't with a significant other? You see, you just assuming. You don't know the backstory.
Oh, yeah, we don't know the backstory.
Dang. I got your back, big dog.
But Disney, I haven't been to Disney, though, because that's just expensive.
And with that, I'm going to kick off another episode of the Two Dab Crew podcast. This is season 3, episode 4. And it's your boy Baby Powder here with the Lemon Pepper Boys, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it, man.
That's it. Just the Lemon Pepper Boys. What happened? What is going on? Where is our other person?
Life.
Oh man, life happens.
Life or dick? Like, let's be real.
I said life.
No. Don't sit there and do this now.
Do what? I told you.
Like you like to be the nice guy to everybody. Like I'm fucking tired. I get you the fucking resident doctor and shit. But you too nice to motherfuckers. Like you really like it's okay.
I didn't say it was okay. I'm just saying life happens.
And when they come back, you gonna be sitting there like bro.
But they always come back.
But why do we let them?
Let them leave?
Why do we let them come back?
Hey man.
Life happens, bro.
Life happens. I mean, like, it's like the crew gets bigger, the crew gets smaller, the crew gets bigger, the crew gets smaller.
You do the same stuff. I don't know why you tripping.
What you mean? I don't do the same shit. I'm always here. I've been a consistent on this podcast for 3 years. Right? You know why? Because this is my fucking podcast. We record
you're the CEO.
We record when I'm ready.
Yes. But life still happens for other people.
But you never heard of a Two Dab Crew podcast without your boy Powder on it.
You're right.
That's because you hold all the equipment.
Exactly.
If you let me hold the equipment, I bet you this gets way more regular when you got to work around your schedule.
You heard that.
Hey.
You wait. You heard that.
Hey.
He said if he had the equipment, it's going to be way more regular.
Yeah.
You believe that?
Hey, man.
You don't want to hear what
No.
schedule.
I want to know if he believes that, though.
Yeah, you the one with the
No.
schedule.
I get you hyping yourself up. I got that. But you believe it.
To a certain degree.
A certain degree. Wow. Like
Life happens.
You guys are like fucking Judas 1 and Judas 2. But you're trying to take over my shit.
This is the thing, though. We all have different schedules. We all are not consistently have a Monday through Friday type deal.
So then how much do I have to fucking pay you to do a podcast once a week?
That's true.
Yeah.
Right? How much do I have to pay you to do a podcast once a week?
You don't pay.
How much does it cost?
Time you can't put
But how
money
much?
on time.
So $100 a week for y'all to record. Like what is it? How much is your talent worth? Or are you going to take it to South Beach? Like what are we doing here?
The problem is not the money. The problem is scheduling everybody at the same time.
So how much do I have to pay you to quit your job?
You don't have to pay. You don't have to pay
$90,000 a year.
Yeah, like
$90,000.
Yeah.
Are you at least gonna get your hair done every now and
But
then?
you don't think right now if you would have found like a hot, steamy, Latina booty type of chick, you would be doing the same thing?
Fuck no.
Man.
Fuck. Listen.
Let me tell you. 21 years. 21 years. When a new woman enters the picture.
A big booty Latina, bro.
Ghost. This man steals your name.
Nope.
And he's gone.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's cool, though.
No.
Okay.
No, don't even start with that bullshit.
Okay.
They in love, man.
No, whatever.
But we know
whatever.
it's a phase.
Whatever, man. Like the whole point of this shit is one, like I'm dedicated to this podcast. Maybe not prior. I was dedicated to this podcast when it was bullshit. But now that we've gone 3 seasons in a row with content and recording, like I've been dedicated to this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Like 5 years ago when it was the Fusion Brother podcast and we was just bullshitting here, we used to use jack stands as fucking mics.
Yeah.
Mic stands were jacks. Like literally like fucking car jack stands were our mic holders.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then we used to just sit here and bullshit, not have any topics. And
things don't change.
It was fucking trash. Right? We record, and how am I supposed to be committed to that shit, right? But now that we got a little bit of a fan following, we're fucking recording on a regular basis. Like the podcast comes first. The podcast comes first in my book. Like
what?
Over everything.
Life?
Over everything else except fucking work, because I have to work to live. So if work ain't in my way, I don't give a fuck. Like I gotta record a podcast.
So if I have a hot date, you tell me I gotta cancel my hot date?
I'm telling you, you could do what you want, but I'm telling you, for me,
are you gonna judge him afterwards?
Yes, you damn right. I'm gonna judge him. Yeah. If he don't give us no like juicy story afterwards, and he wants to keep that shit to himself like he always do, be like, he just look at us. You know how I do, big dog. Like
I'm just playing, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, shit. You the one that's going to Universal without people and shit.
Now he wants to find out who it was with. You don't owe him nothing, bro.
You ain't gotta tell me this.
20 years, nothing, bro.
You ain't gotta tell me this. I already know, homie.
He just want to know what kind of ride you got on, so he can try to figure out who it was. What type? Was it a chick or was it a guy?
No. The bullshit about that is I have a Universal pass at my house.
You do?
Yes, and I can go to Universal anytime I want for free.
Mm-hmm.
Just to ride the
not
rides.
Free, you pay for it.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I pay for the pass so I can go whenever the fuck I want for the $380 that they charge me a year or whatever the fuck it is.
Mm-hmm.
$400, whatever the fuck. And I got nobody to go with. And I keep saying I got this pass sitting at the crib. It's not getting used. And it's like, okay. And then all of a sudden, boom, I go to Universal without like, hey,
you sound hurt.
My man, don't you got a pass? Don't you want to go to Universal? Yeah.
Don't you got work that you can't take off on without 4 weeks notice?
No.
Don't me.
Don't throw that corporate America bullshit at me, Trump.
All right. The next time I know you at work because you already told me what your schedule was. I'm gonna be all like, "Yo, don't go to work. Let's go to Universal instead and see what happens."
I can't.
Let's see what happens.
No,
all right. That's what I thought. Shut the fuck up.
I can't. That's what I thought. I can't not go to work now. Okay. How am I supposed to pay? How am I supposed to pay for the Universal pass if I don't go to work?
Well, then you're not gonna go.
But you don't even know if I was off the day you went or not.
It was a Tuesday.
I was off Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually off Tuesdays, and I was off this Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Look, you see, You see, now he's
Sure
like,
you were.
he wants to dial it back. I'm gonna start sending my schedule to y'all 3 weeks ahead of time.
I asked you for that. I asked you for that.
Okay,
Like
listen.
2 weeks ago.
Listen.
2 weeks ago,
Listen.
I was like, "Yo,
Hey.
you should just send me your schedule."
Hey, we all got
But,
iPhones now, so we're gonna create some stupid fucking iPhone calendar, and we're gonna all upload our schedules, and the Siri's gonna figure out when
Monday
the fuck,
through Friday,
No, like-
9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
you and B the only ones with fucking consistent schedules. All right, me and Ghost, we're fucking nomads out here. We're fucking doing whatever the fuck we gotta do to get a check.
Okay.
But I want to go to Universal. I really want to go to fucking Busch Gardens. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I want to. No, I've been to Busch Gardens, but like, I want to go. I want to go.
Memorable.
I want to go with people I can enjoy it with.
So you didn't enjoy it the first time?
No, I didn't
Where
fucking
did you go?
enjoy. Last time I went to fucking Busch Gardens was with my aunt and a couple, like her friends and shit.
Oh, so yeah, that doesn't count. That's like a family.
Yeah, that's, you know what I'm saying? So, like, not everybody wants to go on the fucking roller coasters.
Yeah.
We don't want to get fucking drunk. We don't want to do this, that, and the third. I want to go with people who want to get crunk.
You have a point.
My biggest thing is, am I gonna fit in the rides?
It's Busch Gardens, bro. It's made for fat people.
I wouldn't call him fat.
What?
I wouldn't call him.
But I'm saying, if it's made for fat people, I mean, my man got thick thighs. Like, what they say, thick thighs save lives?
Yo, for chicks, man. Nah,
So what do they say for dudes?
they don't talk to dudes that way.
But,
You had a blanket, he would have covered up right now. Don't look at me.
I thought that was the lingo. I thought it was thick thighs save lives.
Not for dudes, man.
This man said, "Don't look at me."
I mean, you're not fat. You just got you little thick below the waist.
I know, nigga. Just
Stop saying that.
right.
Hey man, stop putting me out there like that. I don't appreciate it.
Hey man,
I don't.
the whole world can listen to this.
So what type of topics y'all got today? Like,
First, I wanted to start off by saying, like a prayer, man. Our boy died.
oh yeah, we definitely got to start with that, right?
Yeah.
So let's all have a moment of silence for our man.
Our fallen soldier.
That's my dude.
Hopefully, he didn't fall down to the booty. Please tell me he didn't.
All right,
Heart attack in the middle.
let's start that moment of silence.
Yeah.
Hold on. All right, and we're back. My man Kevin Samuels, R.I.P. to my dude. Like, you talk about, like, people called him toxic. I thought Kevin Samuels was the saint. Like, my man called it the way it was. And the only thing I can say he was doing wrong was calling out everything right. And that's something that society don't want.
Mm-hmm.
He talked about men that understand their value and for women to get in line. And, like, people call me toxic, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like, I agree with that. And I agree with that even more now because, like throughout the last couple weeks, I noticed a lot of shit. And I'm just like how fucking double standard a lot of things are. It's just fucking stupid.
Elaborate. What do you mean? You have any
right?
examples?
So take it like this. If you do something, right, as a man, people will tell you 1,500 things. That's wrong, that's toxic, that's this, that's that. But if a woman did the same shit to you, nobody would judge her.
No.
No.
Your family might judge her.
No.
Her friends might not.
But society as a whole.
So if you talk to somebody and then you suddenly ghost them, they would look at you a certain way, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if a chick talked to you and she ghosts you,
Guess she wasn't interested.
She wasn't interested.
yeah, but she don't get the same energy back, right?
Nah.
So it's okay for a woman to basically not, culturally, do certain things, but then like for a man, when a man does it, it's like fucking wrong. So like, say you slept with a chick one night, right? Filled her, gassed her up, slept with her, disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
You wrong, right?
Yeah.
But if a chick did that to you, does she get the same energy?
No.
That's my point.
Only if her friends find out.
No, but even if her friends find out, like how like, come on, bro. Like look, go as far back as like Blue Cantrell, right? Remember that song "Hit 'Em Up" style?
Yeah.
When she talked about taking the dude credit card, gonna run up all his bills and shit, and then leaving him hanging.
It's fraud.
Yeah, okay, she committed fraud, but it was like, oh, if a dude cheat on you, go get him back by doing all this fuck shit to ruin his life. Like cheating on you don't ruin your life, okay? Like I don't give a fuck what people say.
They tell it.
No. There's no fucking way. Cheating on you don't ruin your life. Yeah, it may fuck with you emotionally for a little bit, but it don't ruin your life. All right?
Yeah.
But go and fucking up somebody's credit, that ruins your life, bro. You know, like in a heartbeat, that should have ruined your life. Yeah. So, but if you did that to a chick, how fucked up would society look at you a certain way?
Oh, like you would become trash. The entire Twitterverse would eat you alive.
Chastised or whatever the fuck they call it.
Yes.
You know, so it's like we don't get the same energy that a chick will get.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying to do something wrong, but it's like when we do something wrong, it's like frowned upon. But then when a chick does it, it's like completely okay.
It's not even just doing something wrong. It could just the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing is basically that.
Yeah, but look, Depp came out. Depp was like, "Yo, like she shit on my sheets."
Right. and she was whooping his ass.
Okay.
But so here's the messed up part, right? When all this first came out, like in 2016, she didn't even say Johnny Depp was whooping my ass. She just said, "I've gotten my ass whooped by people," and everybody murdered and attacked Johnny Depp left and right. This bitch is now on recording, played in a court of law, says, "Yes, I whooped his ass." Why you acting like a bitch? Man up.
Damn.
And that's literally what she says on the tape. And ain't no one sounding a peep. Everybody wants to talk about, oh, how funny Johnny's being in court, or how, yes, she's maybe not a great person, but ain't no one calling for her job.
Yeah, he lost a lot of money because of that.
Right.
Yeah, but that's why he sued.
Yeah, he
right.
Lost a lot of money.
But again, this is society, right? Like if he would have been accused of domestic violence, right? He would, before they even convicted,
went to court. Yep.
Yeah,
he would have lost everything. Right? They would have canceled culture. Would have called to cancel him.
That's what happened.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he would have been done.
He lost the Caribbean movies. He lost the Harry Potter movies. Yeah. Warner Brothers won't work with him no more.
Okay.
Like,
yeah. So, but now you look at it, when you find out it's a chick doing it, and all of a sudden, like, it doesn't even get mainstream play.
Yeah.
The only time I see this Amber Heard shit is like on the Snapchat
clips.
Stories in the
clips
back.
on YouTube.
And it's always jokes.
Yeah.
It's
like
nothing about
like,
no, she was seriously like mentally like
Bro,
abusing him.
She shit in his bed.
Yeah.
She
she was mad?
She did. They said she defecated, I'm a quote, right?
Yeah.
Defecated on his side of the mattress.
Oh, so she crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, do you imagine coming home and there'd be a pile of shit like on your side of the bed? Yeah. Right? If a man did that, like, again, like, I'm not condoning any of the fucking behavior, but for a society that we claim should be equal, I'm gonna quote that because obviously, you know, people don't feel that way. But for a society that we live in, that where we preach equality, like give chicks the same energy you give a dude, right? Like if I'm gonna be canceled if I hit a chick, which I wouldn't hit a chick, but if I did and you call for the cancellation of me, like, I get it. But if a chick hit me, have that same fucking energy. Don't sit there and like make fun of me and call me a bitch. Yeah. Because, oh, you let that chick hit you, you little bitch. All right, then when I pop her in the mouth, guess what? I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the shit that I'm looking at and it's like, yo, what the fuck, man? Like, I don't know. I don't know the story between Depp and Heard. Like, I ain't look at it.
Oh, it's all on tape.
I don't know.
No. There's so many secret recordings that she recorded, and like
she recorded.
Yeah,
so it painted her in a bad light.
Wait, so she recorded? Yeah. She recorded
backfired then.
Pretty much.
She recorded herself beating this dude.
Like apparently there's all kinds of secret recordings. So from my understanding, it was her secret recordings.
Can you even play that in court?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like told to the other person, hey, are you being recorded right now?
They've been playing them, so I don't know the full circumstances of that.
As long as it was issued as evidence,
yeah,
and they got to hear it,
yeah,
you know,
but,
like, hey, this is evidence. I mean,
if I was her, I would try to get those thrown out. I'm like, you can't use that.
But if she recorded her own shit,
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you had a tape recorder, you recorded me against my will, and then I found it. Like, I can use your own shit against you.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Yeah.
But that's fucked up. Like, I mean, and you gotta look at this is a second situation of a, I want to say, like a high maintenance dude. I call it, because you got the same shit happening with fucking Jada and Will.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Jada out there slandering this dude left and right, and guess who getting all the fucking turmoil?
Yeah.
Will. Right? Not like, hey, Will's a good dude. He's trying to make this relationship work. And this yuck mouth bitch out there fucking running her shit, talk about he ain't good in bed. He don't do this. He don't do that. He not a real man. Then what the fuck you doing with him?
Yeah. And you know what's messed up about it? I saw a clip. He was just chilling in his house, and then she just walked up on live recording him, trying to get him to say some shit. And he was all like, nah. And he got up to go leave. And then she's all like, why you acting like that? I'm like, you can't just walk up and record me like that. And then in the comments, people would be all like, why you got to be that way? It's just a video. Why doesn't he record the video? Like, that's some fucked up shit.
But do that to a female.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not saying that this is females against dudes. I'm saying that this is I guess gender appropriation, that we should like fucking treat people equally. Like men can be victims too. Like most of the time we're not.
Not according to Twitter.
No.
That's the running theme for tonight, Twitter.
Yeah. But that's the same shit with like the even when you go into the comedy. Like Chappelle got, when that dude attacked him on stage.
Yeah.
Right? Like people are getting out of fucking line. Like I blame the participation trophy for all this shit. Like when we were growing up, like if you were a fucking loser, you were
really gonna do that.
I blame the invention of the participation trophy. No, because look, when you were a fucking loser in school, what did you do?
Become a cop.
No, that's what the bullies did.
Oh shit.
That's what the bullies
You
did,
fucking cops out there with fucking losers in school. Fucking loser. No, but I'm saying like, all right,
losers
so
join the military.
All right, no, but even think about this in like sports nowadays. But think about it when you grew up in, right. If you lost, you came back next year. You tried harder.
Yes.
Right. There were no fucking like you got gold medal, bronze. Right. The fucking Olympics, gold medal, bronze. That's it. First, second, third. If I lost and this happened to me in school. Like I went to the Math Jeopardy Olympics. Right, for 3 years in school. Right? The first year I went in 6th grade, I got second place.
Some loser shit.
Yeah. You know what I did? I came back the second year, I got second place again.
Yep.
The third time I went,
Consistent
I got first.
loser.
Yeah. Fuck you. At least I fucking competed, bro. Third,
so you asking for participation?
No. I got second place, bitch. That's called silver.
Okay.
I didn't say I got 4th place and they gave me a fucking ribbon, okay? Third year, I got first place, right? But I didn't give up. I just tried harder. Same thing with any type of sports team, right? You don't fucking make the finals this year. You don't give up.
Unless you're the Jaguars.
Yeah, he has a point. They give up every year.
Bro. I don't even... The Jacksonville Jaguars ain't even a real team. Okay? Like that shit's fugazi.
Did you see the... Speaking of Twitter? We staying on topic today. Did you see that the Chargers schedule video that I sent you?
The anime video?
Yeah, was that shit not tight?
Yeah, man, but come on.
Yo,
they're just griping.
Why you poo pooing it? Like
I'm not poo pooing it, bro. Like I don't like the fucking Chargers. Okay.
Yeah, but it's the video is still good. You saw what they did to the Jaguars.
Bro, you can shit on the Jaguars all you want. That's not really doing anything.
I know, it's just easy though.
But you get what I'm saying about this shit, right? So then the first thing we started doing was like, oh, everybody gets a fucking trophy, right? Mm-hmm. So if you won and you say you were playing T-ball and you got fucking 9th place, you got a participation trophy. Does that encourage you to come back next year?
But even professional sports have participation
trophies. No, they
trophies.
don't. The fuck they don't.
The fuck you think an MVP trophy is?
That's for the most valuable player. So those are individual accolades in a team sport.
You don't think us playing fantasy football, that's not a participation trophy when you come in second and third?
No, first, second, and third. If there's a prize behind it,
Yeah.
is again gold medal, bronze,
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
Olympics.
You're right.
First, second, and third. Like you came second or third place. You could have been first.
Yep.
You came in ninth place. You fucking suck.
And you're going to come back with a vengeance.
No. Not if I gave you something.
Yeah, you're right.
When you don't get shit and you want something, you come back.
It boils, yeah.
It's like when you starve. If I don't give you food, what are you going to do? I need to eat.
Yeah,
right? I'm coming back. But if I say, hey, you fucking suck, but here's a trophy, more than 9 out of 10 chance you're not going to come back next year with the same tenacity.
No, you're
right? And what that does is that starts building a fucking soft culture. And there was no such thing as cancel culture back in the day when there were no fucking parts. Like, if you sucked, you suck. We told you, motherfucker, better luck next year.
Yep.
Right?
No,
better luck next year. Next year, come back. Motherfucker, if you want to try, come back next year.
See, but you don't think... I feel like... How to say this? Cancel culture gets a bad rap. And here's why. There are points where it goes too far and people are trying to cancel people without all the facts, right? We just talked about the Johnny Depp thing, right? But give me a second. That is a bad side to cancel culture. But the good side of cancel culture, right, is that people are being held accountable for being assholes. Like when a crazy Karen goes on a racist rant, right, in a parking lot, and then people find out who she is, where she works, and it'd be all like, yo, this is what your employees are like when you're not watching them, and she loses her job. That's karmic justice, right? You telling me she don't deserve that? She a piece of shit. Hey, what?
No. I agree with like people not getting away with, But again, like back in the day, if you said something yuck mouth, you got punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
Right? You said something about somebody's mama and it wasn't your mama joke time, like you got punched in the mouth. Right? Did you cancel somebody? No, you got to fuck up and realize, there's some things I shouldn't say.
Yeah, I fucked up.
I can't say that.
So you think somebody should lose their job if they like...
Dependent, like...
Listen, if you get yuck mouth at the rant, you say shit that's racist or...
There's certain situations,
You know what I'm saying? Like anything that...
But if I made a mistake, if I made one mistake...
Yeah,
if you show up to the Capitol on January 6th, like chanting on some crazy shit trying to overthrow the government, I think you deserve to lose your job.
But do you think that was them or somebody was behind them that was pushing them?
It doesn't matter.
Hey,
Look,
doesn't matter. You're held accountable for your actions.
Like you're an American, right? And the beauty of being an American is the freedom that you enjoy, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you pay taxes and all that other shit, but there's so many rights you have as an American that some countries don't even get to taste. So like when I can go like publicly chant and display my protest, I can go protest. You know what I'm saying? But again,
what is the difference from what they did to the Capitol than what all that?
Because they stormed it,
from
bro.
what those people did. For example, don't kill me for this.
Right, they had guns.
Ferguson. When a couple of the different marches that we had, they destroyed some of those businesses. What is the difference?
No, Ferguson was a reaction.
What is the difference?
There's a few,
and I'm saying different groups. I don't want to just say one group.
There's a few key differences. So, the Ferguson riots were there were people there who just wanted to go loot.
But you just said it right. It wasn't a protest. It was a riot. Right, like a protest.
What is the difference?
Correction.
What is the difference?
We're treading on some serious ground. Okay, so first things first. Those Ferguson riots started off as protests. Mm-hmm. They turned into riots based on police response to said peaceful protests, which was the running theme of all the Black Lives Matter protests.
Okay,
a lot of them. I'll say a lot, not almost. I'll say a lot of them started off as peaceful protests and then turned into riots because the protesters were agitated by the police response of gassing the crowds. Like there's video of a CNN anchor and cameraman there who are clearly press covering the protests, and then the police are coming up, pepper spraying them and throwing them to the ground. This is like the press. So the cops were just out of control. That turned them into riots. Now, once they were riots, right? Yeah, there was just people smashing shit, and they were just smashing shit. They were letting their anger be known, right?
Anger.
They're letting their anger be known.
So the Capitol was what?
The Capitol was very different because there was a whole plan. The whole plan was to take this rally protest, we'll call it the same thing, right? And then rile these people up, let them loose on the Capitol, and then a subgroup of people had the full intention of messing with them certifying the election. They came with weapons. Like, all the messages are there. Like, it's the receipts. The receipts are there. They had receipts. That was the plan. People were posting on Facebook like, yo, I'm going to go to DC and we're going to stop this election. That's the difference, right? So, like, the people who showed up to the rally, fine. The people who marched on the Capitol and yelling at the Capitol that they weren't happy about the election, fine. But the split second they started storming the building, like a government building, that's like if a Black Lives Matter protest stormed a police station and tried to take it over.
Okay.
That would be the equivalent.
Yeah, this ain't no hostile takeover, man.
Right.
What the fuck we look like? You know, but that's the real difference in a lot of this shit is that, like, you know, you could even go back to like you know, the civil rights movement. When Dr. King was doing protests, it was non-violent, right? They stood their ground. They got hosed, you know, and shit like that. You know, and it was fucked up because the authorities are the ones that are doing it.
Yeah.
You know,
they instigate the riot, but then they call it a riot. So then whatever force they use
versus
is acceptable because they were trying to quell the riot.
Like I'm still in 100% agreement that, like, if you're racist, you should be arrested. Like, if you're convicted or, you know, sought doing something racist or with racial tendencies, like, I feel like you should be convicted because that's a crime against another human.
So that's see, this is where I feel like cancel culture comes into, like, this is
but they don't go after.
They do.
No, come on now. No, they go after fucking. All right,
they go after dumb shit.
Okay,
they do go too far on dumb shit.
Yeah. Let's use Chappelle as an example, right? Chappelle says some shit about transgender people, but not about transgender culture, right? So
actually, I think you have it reversed. He says stuff about transgender culture, not about the transgender people themselves.
But when he's making fun of somebody transgender, he's not making fun of the person. Because they're transgender, he's making fun of the person and they happen to be transgender. Right? That's like me making fun of you and I'm making fun of you and you just happen to be black. But I'm not making fun of you because you black. I'm making fun of you because you.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're black. Oh, well, you're picking on black people. No, I'm picking on you.
Yeah.
Because I don't see a color. And the same thing with a transgender person. Like, if I'm picking on you because
Caitlyn Jenner's an easy target.
Okay, yeah, you could use Caitlyn Jenner. Like, if I'm picking on you because, like, you know, whatever the conversation between me and you is, that's not me picking on transgender as a community. That's me picking on you as a person.
Yeah. See,
you know,
that's the bad side of cancel culture because you can't. Cancel culture lacks a nuance, right?
But I think people make themselves a victim, right?
Yeah.
Like if you go after somebody, it's like, oh, you don't like this. Like, no, they ain't got shit to do with it. Yeah. Like, do I not like black people? No, I ain't got no problem with it. But do I have an issue with people every now and then? And one of them may happen to be black? Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it ain't got shit to do with you being black. It's got shit to do with whatever the fuck it is me and you were having an argument on. And it's like, oh, well, you don't like this. No, that ain't got shit to do with it.
Right.
You know, because it's cultural appropriate that I don't really give a fuck. Like, I don't care what color you are. I don't care what sexuality you are. I don't care what it is. But if I got a problem with you as a person, I got a problem with you as a person. And then whatever the fuck it is, me and you can handle it. But cancel culture goes after the whole fucking group, right? So you go after Dave Chappelle don't like transgender people. But the thing is Dave Chappelle has transgender friends.
Right.
So how can you say this man doesn't like a whole community when he has some friends that and his jokes aren't at a community at all? He'll make fun of a person that's transgender and the whole community takes it offensive, but it's like that person's in your community. He's the one giving your thing, and then it's a fucking joke at the same time because he's a fucking comedian. I was watching. I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off, but I was watching Cat Williams the other day, some old shit from like 2006. And the way they use words like faggot and shit like that, and I was like, wow, like
it was just normal.
You know what I'm saying? Like they made fun of motherfuckers being gay, like hey, that motherfucker, and it was like, even you go back as far as original Kings of Comedy when Cedric the Entertainer was talking about, like when he's talking about a dude, he was like, "What's your name? Delicious." He said, "I ain't calling no dude delicious." You know what I'm saying? But they make fun of that shit, and it was okay because people were more tough skinned. Right? They understood that there was a line that there's reality and then you came to a show. Yeah. This is a show. Like we're here to make you laugh. Yeah, it's going to be at the expense of people, but most comedy is. Yeah. So that's what it is. But now that you got like, I read a lot of comedians, they're like, oh, it's a bad day for comedy because you got Chris Rock getting slapped. You got Dave Chappelle getting trashed on stage. Yeah. And it's like, then they want to hold Dave Chappelle like for the comments he said, like as this shit was going down.
Where it was all like, "Yo, kick that motherfucker's ass."
Hey, listen, you ran on my fucking stage. You tried to project harm on me,
right?
In any culture, that's considered a beatdown.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
You get stomped 10 ways from Sunday. That's what, bro. Go watch Hustle and Flow. Whoop that trick. Get him. Whoop that trick. Get like bitch like. Come at me the wrong way. Like, I'm knocking you the fuck out. Because it's a show. Like, if you didn't want to deal with Dave Chappelle comedy, and far be it that Dave Chappelle comedy has been the fucking same forever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he makes more transgender jokes.
Well, now
But the thing is,
he's not making. I feel like now it's gone from he made a few comments. It's like a heckler, right? It's like a live heckler thing now.
Yeah.
Because instead of like, yes, he would have made the joke and kept on moving, but then the heckler steps in and it's just all like, oh, well, what do comedians do with hecklers? They clown on hecklers. And now that's why he has so many jokes about that, because they're basically heckling him and he's responding.
But what I'm saying is like, also, like when he was making jokes 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, like you didn't really have like a LBGQT.
I just called them the Alphabet Mafia because there's too many designations now for me to remember the proper order.
I don't want to be disrespectful to any of the listeners who may fall into that category. But the thing is that it wasn't like an apparent thing 15 years ago. No, they were there, but there was a lot more discretion.
Yeah,
15 years ago. Like, yeah, you knew a gay guy or two 15 years ago, but you didn't know the amount of different sexually oriented people now that you knew 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's all Queer Eye and Will and Grace's fault.
Yeah, but so you know what I'm saying? So like it went from hey, this is new to hey, this is mainstream.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I mean, even TV shows they always got like an interracial couple and a gay couple.
Yeah. You see a lot of commercials now
every type of sitcom you watch, whether it's like fucking, Modern Family or whatever, like they always got a gay couple and an interracial couple. Like those are things that they fucking incorporate in shows now.
Yeah.
That's how common it is. When we was growing up,
incorporate it in as just part of normal storytelling.
Yeah, but think about 20 years ago. What shows did we watch on a Friday night? Family Matters, Married with Children. Married with Children was old, but Family Matters,
Boy Meets World,
Boy Meets World. Like shows like D.L. Hughley, Steve Harvey Show. Friends, Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Like you didn't see a bunch of gay stuff. You didn't see a bunch of interracial stuff like in these shows.
At the butt of a joke.
Yeah. I mean, you ever seen a show with the main character is a black actor and the wife was white?
They had a specific show. No, they usually go with like a light skinned black woman.
Oh yeah, like
except for Martin. Martin was the only show where the main character was a black dude, and Gina was kind of
Gina was light skinned black chick.
I was thinking of Pam for some reason.
No,
but yeah, Gina was light skinned.
What was the show that she played the mom in? My Wife and Kids with Damon Wayans.
Yeah.
You know, Steve Harvey, like the love interest was black. You know,
wasn't Gina in My Wife and Kids too?
Yeah, Gina was the wife in My Wife and Kids, but she was thick.
Yeah,
remember how thick she got? Like I started watching Martin the other night because it's on HBO. So like I got my little like studio room set up at the crib for whenever we like record at the crib.
Living Single. Sorry.
Living Single was 4 black chicks and 2 black dudes.
But like you could argue that the dude with the dread was one of the main. He was the main character, and he got with the black chick.
Living Single?
Yeah.
Living Single was the four single black chicks.
Right. But remember, they had the Ross and Rachel. No. The dude with the twist had the Ross and Rachel with the black chick.
Yeah, but he was black. Yeah. And then the other dude, the handyman, was like light-skinned and black.
Light-skinned black.
Yeah. So I guess.
But they were all black.
They were all black.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. D.L. Hughley, his wife was black. You know, it's just the only one I want to say like maybe was touching base of a little bit of interracial was Boy Meets World, right? Yeah. Because
the black
Sean dated the light-skinned girl for a minute.
Yep.
You know, and you know that
in the Wayans brothers, they usually had like fair skinned girlfriends.
Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But again, it was all, you know, it was all very like segregated. I want to say maybe, versus like nowadays, if you watch a show, it'd be a black dude with a white chick, or a white chick with a black dude. You know, it's normality. Yeah. But they do that because it's also, I want to say, more accepted now than it was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, like people may have clowned, you know, a white chick or a black dude or a black dude or a black chick.
Still get hate for dating white chicks.
But why? Like,
I do a double take. I won't hate on it. I just do a double take.
The only time and this is very fucking, I want to say stereotypical, but if I see like an interracial couple, I check to see if the chick's fat. Because I don't know what it is about black dudes, but they love just some fat white chicks, bro. Like, as fucked up as that sounds, like it's always like I know.
The question is, do
more cushion for the pushing, but goddamn,
or do they get
fat?
Nah, it's usually, come on now. You know, like we also Stella, hey, pretty thing, you need to get your groove back, man. Right, them boys don't care. They out there slaying anything they could get. And if she willing to pay for the crib, like what you supposed to do? That happened to me growing up, right? So growing up, my aunt, she had a friend, and she was a school teacher. She was very smart, had a lot of money, you know, and she had a son. So I used to hang out over the house, you know, and you know when we were kids, you had like play dates and shit. But she had this Jamaican dude. She was a white lady, but she had this Jamaican dude. And he didn't do shit but like stand outside and wash the car. Right? And come to find out older, when I get a little older, you know, he was knocking that shit down. But he was just like the live-in boy. Like, he came over, gave her affection, knocked her the fuck down, drove off in his car. He was out there washing the cars and shit. Like, that's all he did all day. He was a kept man.
That's the life.
It was that. And that was like the first time like I really saw like some like weird shit like that. And I was like, oh shit, you know, what's that black dude doing there? Oh, whoa, it's like that. You just the pipe slayer.
The pipe slayer. The pipe slayer.
You know that shit don't matter. I mean, not nowadays it's common, but you know, like, but again, cancel culture is something that You know, like there are things that need to be canceled, and there's things that like get out of fucking whack.
It is. They overcorrect. They do overcorrect.
Harvey Weinstein need to be canceled.
Right.
Yes. Right. You trying to get bitches to sleep with you to be in a video? I mean, come on now. Like, granted, there is the casting couch, like, and bitches do it all the time.
So,
Let's be real.
Think about that though. For like the fucked up part about the whole situation is that casting couch only exists because everybody already knew that that's how Hollywood worked.
Yes,
bro. So it was such an open secret that they turned it into porn.
But I've heard stories of like you know, again, who knows if this is legit or not, but like Illuminati and how like celebrities and shit are like they're bisexual. Like, you know, they fuck around with each other and it's like cool. You know, like everybody's heard the stories. Like, you know, it's not just like, hey, you're in an open relationship. Like, it's like dudes fuck dudes.
Yeah.
You know, and shit happens. Like, could you imagine, hey, I'm gonna pay you $20 million to be in this movie, but you gotta fuck the producer? Hey, bro. I'm not doing it. Like, fucking $20 million, I'm straight.
$20 is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah,
man.
But to get fucked by a dude,
that's a lot of money.
You want to be on tape admitting to any of that?
Hey,
that's a lot of money.
Washboard abs. Hey,
I forgot.
Hey, I know what I'm talking about too.
I forgot.
Washboard abs. What?
I forgot my man was out there with the king of bros.
Oh Jesus, let's not.
Oh shit,
let's not.
Bro, I'm just it just fucking it trips me out the way like minute something happens, we're calling for like fucking cancellation. Like, oh,
there's definitely an overcorrection there, but like it'll settle in the middle. It'll settle in the middle eventually, hopefully, right? But for now, we have to take the good with the bad, right? You gotta take this medicine to make sure we handle the people that need to be handled, right? Like Cosby needed to be canceled, right?
I still watch the Cosby shit. It was good TV.
It was good TV.
I'm pretty sure everybody that we watch at some point in life, they did something bad in their life. He just one of the ones that got caught up. I'm not telling my kids, hey, this is like the way. But if it's a good show, it's a good show.
So I had a couple extra topics on here.
Yeah.
Like, they just kind of, but most of them don't work today.
You need a girl's opinion?
No, like one of them, I was like, you know, we should raffle off a date with Honeybee.
Yeah,
right?
We need a girl to be here.
Like raffle off on a date. Like if we can get 100.
I don't want to have that topic because it's just weird three dudes sitting around.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like I could do it because
we can talk about abortion instead.
No,
that's a joke.
I'm not fucking touching that subject.
We're not doing that.
Not at all.
We don't need to get bombed.
I still don't understand it.
What don't you understand?
Are they trying to like outlaw it completely? Or?
Well, what they say? Tennessee got a fine now that if you I think I don't know again, and I don't know if this is fake news or not, but they were like, if you get caught like buying a Plan B pill or whatever the fuck, like it was outlawed, and then it was like a $50,000 fine or some shit.
So Roe v. Wade basically said, "Yo, you can't make a law that outright tells a woman that she can't get an abortion."
Okay,
right? Because that's your body.
Yes.
You could do
whatever.
The same reason the government can't force you to get a vaccine.
Wait, what show? What?
Roe v. Wade.
Roe versus Wade?
Yeah, Roe versus Wade.
You know what's crazy? Like, just off topic, like I watch old movies, and the old movie I watched the other day was Rounders.
I love that movie.
With Matt Damon.
Isn't that the one they gambling?
Yeah.
When they play Texas Hold'em.
Yeah.
And Edward Norton.
Yeah.
And you know, Matt Damon was a law clerk.
Yeah.
And the case they had to speak against was Roe versus Wade.
I remember that. That's why that it always comes to my mind. I'm like, damn, I remember hearing that somewhere.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is. But continue.
It's super important because it basically says the government doesn't have a right to tell you what you can and can't do with your body.
I agree.
Right? So like the government can't tell you can't get breast implants. The government can't tell you can't get a tattoo, right? And they can't tell you can't get an abortion. They can't do none of that, right? It's federal law. So like the individual states can't tell you that you can't or can't do something.
Okay.
Right? A state can't say everybody in the state has to get vaccinated. right? Because of Roe v. Wade, right? It's what gives you the autonomy over your own body.
Okay.
Right? Despite what the state may want to do or lawmakers may want to do. Mm-hmm. So if they overturn it, then states can come out and ban things like abortion. Mm-hmm. Right? But at the same time, federal government can come out and say everybody in the United States has to get vaccinated. So if they want to flip this law back to where you have autonomy over your own body, really all they have to do is the government sign an executive order that says, yo, you have to get vaccinated. You don't have a choice. Every U.S. citizen has to get vaccinated. And then there's going to be people who want to challenge that. Backlash. They're going to take it to court. And then that could be the new standing that lets women have abortions. Mm. But the whole thing with the abortions is that, so abortions were illegal. They sued to make them legal. Then states were getting around that by putting restrictions on the facilities where abortions are done. So like they'll say, oh, well, this hallway has to be 18 feet wide, but the building's 60 years old and it's only 12 feet wide, which is enough for two people to pass, without bumping into each other, to get a gurney through and everything. But they'll just pass that regulation to make it so that they're constantly burning money and they have less money to operate on, because then they also made it so they can't get government money. So like you hear Planned Parenthood, that's probably the most common place that you hear of. Like they work a lot of donation. They get some government money to provide some services, but they also do more stuff than just abortions. It's a general like health clinic for women, right? But
the subject to me, like it's way deeper than rap.
Yeah, good pun.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so on one side, chick gets raped, right? You shouldn't be forced to have that baby, right? But at the second time, there's two kids and they're fucking stupid and they don't listen to sex education in school.
They don't get sex education. They get abstinence.
Yeah, but like I've grown up. I've been through my 19s, my 20s, right? I've had chicks who offer me fucking pussy, and sometimes I fucking declined it. Not every time. Sometimes I fucking declined it because I ain't had no condom. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get no pussy tonight. Why? Because you ain't got no condom. Right? And then sometimes you like fucking, you take that plunge, that journey, and it doesn't, the odds are not in your favor, to quote the Hunger Games. Right. And then it's like, hey, I'm pregnant, and I've been in that situation before, and I look at the chick and I'll be like, well, it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not, I don't have to carry around a baby for 9 months. So like for me as a man, like I have no say so like what a woman does with her body, right? If my semen willfully got put into her because of me, I mean, then whatever the crime is, you got to do it. Like if that means they're gonna garnish your wages and chest up, then you know what? Hey, but you know what that is,
homie.
Ooh, do that. But what that's called is punishment for the crime. Yeah. Like you could choose to be a father, or you could choose to pay child support.
It'd be a lot easier.
But a man gets that choice, right? Be a father or pay child support. A woman doesn't always get that, right? A woman has a choice: be a mother, right? Yeah. Because you got to carry a baby for 9 months. It may affect your career. It may do this. It may do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you get no fucking help. What are you going to be? Nobody wants to be a mom on WIC. Nope. Like we have moms on WIC, but nobody wants that, right? Nobody wants to bring a kid up in a single family household or a single parent household. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants to send a kid into a foster care. Not when we all know. Like, we all know what foster care is like, even though none of us have been through it. We all know
I've been through foster care.
But but like the general public knows everything wrong with foster care. We still don't, and we don't ever do. You never hear people saying, let's reform the foster care system. You'll never hear that. All you ever hear is, we need to save the children that aren't born yet. But once you're born, fuck you.
Yeah, you're fucked.
You've never ever heard anyone say, let's reform foster care.
Yeah, but that was like, even in what movie was that? Batman: The Dark Knight Rises, when they were like the Wayne Foundation stopped supporting the orphans,
right?
The orphanage.
Well, that's because the politicians started stealing the money.
No, that was because there was no profits from Wayne Enterprises for them to remember.
Yeah, because they started stealing the money.
No, you're talking about Batman with Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Batman: The Dark Knight Rises with Bane.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Like, you're getting your Batman screwed up, my man.
There's too many.
I still gotta watch the new one.
You haven't seen the new one?
Nah, man. It's on HBO. It's on HBO Max. That
shit,
just lazy.
That shit is decent. Zoe Kravitz, oh my God.
Yeah.
Holla at me.
Yeah.
Since
Holla at your boy.
Holla at your boy. Like, I'm telling you, that chick bad, bro.
I'd be a houseboy for her.
Yeah,
houseboy. Yeah. Have the little ring,
bro. I dress up like Lenny Kravitz and sing "American Woman" to her, bro. As bad as
I'm sure
may
that's
sound.
the last thing she wants.
Yeah, I thought about it. I was like,
I don't think she wants.
Hey,
I don't think that's really gonna get her in the mood, right?
But if I do it and pay homage to her father, then her father may want to give me her hand in marriage.
No, just go do Magic Mike like her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Who?
You know who her boyfriend is? Channing Tatum.
Wait, Channing Tatum's with Zoe Kravitz?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hold up, we gotta figure this out.
I didn't know that at all.
Anyway, we going back to the nitty gritty. What were you talking about? We talking about the foster. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think any law or anything. But again, I personally, like, I feel like abortions ain't like a scapegoat. Like, there's a time and a place for an abortion, right? Like, I'm fucked up, or I'm honestly, like, really, I only agree with the, I got raped and molested, type of thing. Like, if you said fucking, you let a dude hit with no rubber, I mean, it's due punishment for the crime. Like, bro, we've been talking about using, like, and again, like, we're in a society now where, like, I feel like we're recessing to, like, back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Where, like, the hippies were like free love and everybody was just fucking and shit like that. I feel like that's happening now. Like, hookup culture is at an all-time high, and people make jokes about their pull-out game. Like I just hit it, pull out.
Make those jokes, but we looked at, like, the birth rate has been steady declining for a hot minute. Yeah, but also the birth rate's declining, but also you have a rising LBGQ. I don't think those two things are related.
But they do.
I think it's access to contraception.
No.
I think the fact that women have easier
you can get Plan B on Amazon in a 3-pack.
Yeah.
That I agree with, but also you got to remember, like, back in the day, like, dudes would have a secret family. They would have a family.
Back in the day, they do it now.
No, but those are all, like, old heads.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. They finding out about him now.
Dude didn't want to be out as gay, so he had a family. He was gay on the side. Right? But now it's like, hey, it's cool to be gay, so now he's just gay.
Yeah.
Or, hey, I'm going to get a sex change. I'm going to be a woman. You could be a woman. You can get a sex change.
All these
be a
people
woman.
have been around for forever.
But it doesn't mean. But you're not gonna reproduce like an actual woman. Or a dude that wants to be a female, or a fucking female that wants to be with a female, or like, however it works. That population has at least doubled or tripled since we were just turning adults. So that when we were in, like, society where it was like, hey, I'm 18, I start to understand, right, my surroundings. Like, the gay and all that population wasn't as big as it is now. Now it's huge, right? But you're talking about an incline from maybe 10% to 25%.
I don't think 25%. I don't think 25%. That's a high statistic.
I would easily say that 25% of the community is bi or gay or trans.
That's
25%. I think that's high.
That's
10 and 15.
That's one.
I'd say like 17 max.
Okay, but what do you think it was 10 years ago?
Oh, it was low. Well, they were in the closet though.
That's gonna be.
So you want to call it 8%, and then you want to call it 16% now. Let's just we're estimating.
Okay.
So you doubled, but you took 16%. You took 8% of babies and stopped them because these cultures don't reproduce, they adopt.
Yeah.
Right? And then add that on top of contraception being available over.
Oh, quick side note: the same people who want to ban abortion also think that A, you shouldn't be allowed to have birth control, and B, that same-sex couples shouldn't be allowed to adopt. So they want more babies in the world, and then the people who would want to take care of
those babies,
they don't want to let them adopt them. So those are some quick side notes. I felt the need to make sure.
Why people got to get involved in shit like this? You know what I'm saying? Like whoever created laws with a huge flaw. Like if you gay and you want to get married, get married. If you bi and you want to get married, get married. If you want to adopt a kid, adopt a kid.
Because the people who founded this country were religious extremists.
Yeah, but that
had
was
to flee.
But that was 200 years ago.
But those same belief systems and those same types of people still exist, and unfortunately, they, even though they're a minority, they still have a heavy amount of sway.
Have you noticed this in American culture, right? That as much as we want to preach change, that we still elect these old motherfuckers in the office.
Yeah.
Right?
That's because young people don't vote.
But I'm saying, like, if I really wanted a culture and a swing of things to be more relevant, wouldn't I want somebody that was like more hip to like what's going on in the country now? Like, I mean, let's be real. But Biden, I don't affiliate to any particular party, but Biden really hasn't done much.
But do you blame that on Biden, or do you blame more on people that are like the senators, the governors, the mayors?
Honestly, most politicians don't do shit. It's the surrounding force around them, right?
To me, it feels like DeSantis is doing a lot. Is it me, or does it feel
he's doing a lot of fucked up shit?
He's doing a lot of fucked up shit, but he does a lot of shit.
But he's running his state.
Yeah.
Whether it's right or wrong, but he's running his state.
He does a lot of shit, man.
Because he has a clear. So here's the reason DeSantis can do shit is because he's a Republican governor with a Republicanly held like lower houses. So whatever he wants to do, they're gonna pass it.
Yep.
If he was Democratic, they would block him.
Yep.
Because God forbid, like when you're running for election, the worst thing you can do is not nothing. And it's not bad decisions. The worst thing you can do is cooperate with the other party. It doesn't matter if you're Democrat. It doesn't matter if you're Republican. It doesn't matter if you're independent. Well, if you're independent, you almost never get elected anyway. But the worst thing you can do as an elected official is reach across the aisle to do something impactful. Because the split second you do that, someone who's a hardliner from your party is going to come in and be all like, yo, this is not the dude. He doesn't represent your values. Because that one time he worked with these people to get this thing done.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you look at politicians, what they're doing is they're like monkeys throwing crap on each other, right? How many when Biden and Trump were running for office, how many like quality campaign slogans? Yeah. No, but how many quality campaign things did you have where it's like, this is what I'm going to do for this country? It was like
Andrew Yang.
No, but most of them.
Andrew Yang was pretty good.
But most of them were like, this guy's full of shit. Vote for Biden. Yeah. Or that guy's full of shit. Vote for Trump. Right, but it wasn't like hey, let me stop throwing crap on you. Like, I don't give a fuck what you do. This is what I'm gonna do for the country. Like, this country obviously is at a major part because you get a lot of old people controlling shit, and their values are from 70 years ago, right? And motherfuckers was eating dog food 70 years ago. Close enough.
So here's the thing, though, right? And people don't like hearing this, but our elected officials are a representation of the people. And the reason that is because the way elections work is on numbers, which means if more people want to hear about how shitty your opponent is versus where you stand on more issues, that's what they're gonna pump out. If more people don't care about where you stand on issues and then just care about are you wearing a red hat or a blue hat, that's all they're gonna focus on.
How come I could be a Democrat or Republican and it's cool, but if I claim blood or Crip, it's a problem?
Because that's not the kind of gang they want you to affiliate with.
But it's the same.
But it's
thing,
basically the same thing. It's basically down to the same thing.
I don't see the fucking difference.
Actually, that's not true. Bloods and Crips work together to rebuild communities. So
he was quick to jump on that.
I remembered because I watched the damn, what was the dude from Wu-Tang? The
RZA, the Jizza,
no.
Inspector Deck, Ghostface Killer, Method Man, Redman.
No, he wasn't from Wu-Tang. No, it was Killer Mike. Killer Mike had that show on was it on HBO?
No, I know true. I think it was on Netflix.
It was on Netflix.
The little documentary he did, like the 6-part shit.
Yeah, the 6-part shit.
Yeah,
I don't know why I thought.
I think that was Netflix.
But
yeah, Killer Mike and then we're related to Wu-Tang.
I don't know.
The Wu-Tang Clan.
It's because the stock market
but you know,
crashing and people were like Wu-Tang's for forever.
Yeah. Diversify your bonds.
I saw a TikTok where no, it was a TikTok of a teacher, and he was all like, if I said this 90s rap group would always encourage you to diversify your bonds, do you guys know what rap group that would be? And no one in his class got that shit.
No, because that's an old Chappelle skit, bro. Nobody watches that shit.
Yeah.
You know? But again, like wrapping this up, like that's the shit that gets me, right? Is that again, elected officials are supposed to represent your community, and how many districts or communities are predominantly black, and then there's a white dude representing their community.
So now you're getting into gerrymandering, which is where they redraw all the district lines. Actually, DeSantis just tried this. They just tried this. They redrew all the district lines so that the black communities would get less representatives. And like it would be mostly white representatives from wealthy areas.
Crazy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And but then we're stomping on the Capitol because we don't want Biden in office. But Biden don't do shit. Biden passes a law, the Supreme Court overrides him. Ooh.
Well, technically it's Biden wants to do something. The House does it. They send it to the Senate. Senate's all like, we ain't doing that. They make some concessions, and then the Senate's still like, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, but imagine if the House actually represented the country.
Well, the House isn't bad. The problem is the Senate. It's been the Senate for the last
But that was like
12 years.
Who's the dude that died in Arizona? It was John McCain. He was a senator for like 1,000,000 years.
Yeah, like yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But he was a shitty senator for 1,000,000 years, but he was still more reasonable than the people are.
No,
now.
but what I'm saying is like you have the whole point of these people representing. You gotta have change, man. Like companies go through change. I mean, even Amazon, Jeff Bezos stepped down, man. It was like, hey, somebody else got to take over. Like, I ain't got time for this shit no more.
Who wants to give up power?
Yeah, but what are they really doing for the community? Like, come on.
Community, they do it themselves.
Yeah, but I mean, like, honestly, like, if you could choose to live anywhere in the world right now, right, where you feel like you would prosper the most and have the most quality of life, where would it be?
If you can have
anywhere you can,
right now,
right now you can move to. I'll give you
Singapore.
You would move to Singapore.
Singapore.
I was thinking like Korea or Singapore.
Yeah, Singapore.
What the hell? Korea?
It's beautiful, man. Everything that I see is just, it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
You
That's
boys
one
are
of my dream
crazy.
destinations.
I'm thinking of me personally. I'm thinking about the UK.
Why the UK?
I don't
Something
know.
about it?
It's something about it.
He wants to be surrounded by white people.
Redheaded women.
So you want to go to Ireland?
No. Ireland is muggy, bro.
Yeah.
It's always raining. It's always nasty. People die to consumption. They be wanking all the time. I'm straight. The UK got enough going on to where it's all right. And something about a British accent, like and a European accent, not French, but like you get like an English, Australian. I mean, Australian ain't UK, but
And to be fair, if you go anywhere in Europe and you become a resident, then you can just travel all over Europe, and that gives you so many more options.
bro, I'm just. But they got free healthcare.
Yeah.
Canada, same way, free healthcare.
I would go to Canada.
You know,
I would go to Canada.
I would definitely choose another country over the United States. If you ask me right now, like you could relocate and be financially stable as long as you continue to work hard and this and that, I would definitely choose somewhere else just because it's ridiculous, man. Like the country got so much shit going on and it's like the representation isn't even there.
Yeah.
Right. Just 2 years ago, guess what? Black Lives Mattered.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I see on TikTok now? It was like, what does BLM stand for you? And it's like some shit about MILFs.
What?
Yeah, BLM, something MILFs.
Big Latin mamas?
No, MILFs, bro. Something boys love MILFs or some. The funny thing, like the point is that like we never fixed the problem. We brought attention to it, and then it went under the back burner.
Yeah, that's
right.
That which is the exact same thing that people have been saying for forever.
Yeah, it was the flavor of the month. We did something. We got to make change, and guess what happened? Nothing.
Well, they said, like if you want change, just talk to your elected leadership.
Yeah.
You don't have to get riots in the street. But riots in the street got people talking.
But the funny thing is that you can't elect people in the office.
Yeah.
Unless they meet a certain degree. Yeah. Right? So you can't be a convicted felon. You can't be under this age. You can't do this. Can't do that. And the fucked up thing is they put so many parameters in place, just like you said they do with Planned Parenthoods and shit like that, they literally cater these positions to a certain degree.
And we don't have time to get into it, but we haven't even talked about the money. We haven't even talked about the money yet, man. That's like that's a huge. We're talking about basic disagreements as human beings right now. We haven't even gotten into the money side of the politics problems. And that's a huge thing on its own. Like, it's stupid. It's stupid. There's no way to fix our government system right now. It is impossible.
I don't think there's a way to fix the government system at all. Like, you know, like I applaud democracy when it works like the way it's supposed to work. Right? People go out and vote. The guy with the most votes wins. But they even crippled that by creating electoral college.
Right.
Right? So, like, it don't matter if you get the most votes. It's the guy who wins the most electoral votes. Like I think that shit didn't that shit happen to Hillary? Like Hillary got more votes, but because Trump won more electoral colleges, right? He ended up winning because he had more electoral votes. So it didn't really fucking matter.
And as we've been learning, what they wanted to do for the election was throw out the electors. So in the states they lost, so the way it works is, hey, the blue team wins this state, they're going to send a team of people who are going to vote for the blue candidate. That's how it's supposed to work. What Trump's team wanted to do is in the states where they lost, so even though it was a red state, but they still lost the vote, instead of sending people who were going to rightfully vote for the person who was supposed to win, they were going to toss those people out and send people that were going to vote for Trump anyway. So
backup plan.
Right.
it doesn't make any sense. Like why continue to live in a spot like where people don't listen? Right? You could tell people all day, like, but hey, if you want change,
they win. And
no,
that's the problem.
But yeah, nobody's leaving. I can't go to Canada. Like if I could, I would. I don't know how I'd survive the snow, but I fucking try. I mean, I tell Drake, what's up, man? Holla at me. Like I need a ticket to Canada. Me and Zoe Kravitz, we're fucking leaving.
You gonna kidnap Zoe Kravitz and go live in the 6?
Hey, yeah, you're damn right. I'm not kidnapping her. She coming on her own free will.
I doubt that.
She see your boy dripping so icy out here. Like I'm fucking Gucci Mane. Like come on, holla at your boy. Channing Tatum old.
You gonna take her around Drake?
Hell no. Bro, like that's like the first rule of the game is you never take your chick around Drake. Did you see?
My 7-year-old daughter knows that.
What?
That you can't bring a.
You don't bring a female around Drake.
No. Did you? 7-year-old
she just knows it from the music. She listens to it. She's like, this dude is always taking somebody's woman.
Oh,
I'm like,
did you see that? Did you see that tweet he sent?
Yeah, to that dude that kept on. Yeah,
when the dude was talking reckless. He was like, I just followed your girl. She seemed like she needed a change of something.
Yeah.
Oh,
reckless.
Snap, bro.
Yeah. That dude was talking reckless about him. So dude was like, I just followed your girl. And he was like, I just... bro.
Only Drake, bro.
Drake
only
is
Drake.
An animal, bro.
Only Drake.
Hey. When your track record is out there on the charts.
Boy, god damn it, man. Marvin's Room, man.
Could you imagine if this is secretly how Marvin Gaye and all the people we put up on a pedestal, could you imagine if this is what they were really like? But we just didn't know because we didn't have access to know.
Man.
You imagine that though? That's probably here it is. Right? So Drake wrote, imagine your son make the league and he's Ja or Melo or Lonzo. All you can do is be elated and competitive and over supportive, and it's a rite of passage to that. The OGs talk shit. I know I'm gonna be this way even if my son is a Rubik's Cube competition, right?
Right.
So dude was like, your son probably gonna play with ghostwriters.
Damn.
Oh.
Right. Woo. So he replied, he was like, just followed your girl because she probably miserable and needs some excitement in her life.
Jesus, man.
my man out there slaying them bitches.
And it's fucked up. She got the notification. She's like,
Drake?
Is that Drake following me? She ran to all her homegirls, was like, yo, Drake just followed me.
Bro. That's crazy, right? You imagine Drake slide up on your girl like that? I'm breaking up with her. I'm not giving her the audacity to break up with me. Bitch, I'm done. I'm making some shit up.
I'm going to see the notification before, she even tells me and just be like, I don't think this relationship's working out.
Nah, I'm fucking done.
Because if he follows her and then you break up with her, you're going to be all like, damn, he was so afraid of Drake. All he had to do was follow her to get this chick. See? People going to clown you for that. That's why you gotta peep it before anyone knows, and you just be like, "This ain't working out. Peace out."
Bro.
Same face, and people then be like, "Yo, Drake stole your girl." Nah, man, I broke up with her on Tuesday, and he ain't start really talking to her till
Wednesday.
Fuck
that. Fuck that, bro. I couldn't do it. If I knew Drake was even in the building, I'm not showing up. Yo, Drake's in the club, bitch. We gotta go.
You want to go to a Drake concert with your girl?
Yeah, I take a chick to a Drake concert, but we sitting in the back. All the way up top.
What if
you see that motherfucker on the Jumbotron?
What if one of R. Kelly's boys come around and be all like, yo, you guys want to come backstage?
Fuck R. Kelly. You crazy, bro? Bitch ain't got no raincoat. Get the fuck out of here. Bitch, you gonna get peed on?
This dude's stupid.
Hey, bro, you better watch it. If you go to an R. Kelly concert, I hope you bring a raincoat and an umbrella.
All I'm saying is Drake is on a R. Kelly trajectory. He may end up with his own mansion.
I don't think so, because Drake got a son.
What does that mean?
I'm just trying to defend the man, bro. Somebody got to be pro Drake around here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pro Drake.
I'm just if Drake DM my girl, I know it's over.
You You gonna put that?
I just know it's over. Like you better sign me up
in your prenup. You be like, if you ever get a follow or a DM from Drake, it's over, and I'm taking.
I'm pretty sure there's something out there like that.
Nah, bro. Like there's gonna be
a
like
lot of celebrities out there.
There's gonna be a contractual clause that if you leave me, like you're not allowed to date Drake for at least a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, like when you leave a company and the company has a contract, like a non-compete, like you can't go work for a similar company for like a year. I think like the wrestlers, like when they quit WWE, they can't
90 days.
They can't go to the AEW for 90 days and then they can sign. So that would be it. Like you can't fuck with a rapper for a year. Like you gonna be stuck to some bullshit.
Better get that Hinge profile ready.
Shit. So with that though, we go wrap up though, right?
Good stuff, man.
Bro, it was a serious show, but we ended on like.
What you talking about serious, bro? Like this is
serious topics.
This is called seriously wake the fuck up. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers need to start thinking about it. Go look at your house.
Are you gonna bring back sheeple like you used to?
Yeah, these fucking sheeple. Wake up, sheeple. Stop following the fucking trend, man. Like do something different these days. This is season 3 of the Two Dev Crew podcast. We out here like making shit happen. We trying to wake you motherfuckers up. Y'all always talk about being woke, but really be woke and actually see what the fuck is going on around you. Yeah. Don't be woke and be like, yo, like I got 3 black friends. That's not being woke. That's just being dumb.
Yeah. You need 4 black friends.
You need 4 black friends, man.
Fuck that. Like the minute you say,
I was trying to count his black friends real quick in my head.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
like real black.
You have to have friends.
Yeah, that's true.
For it to matter.
I don't think he has any Caucasian friends.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Probably not.
He doesn't.
Oh no. So let me end it with this before I'm gonna give y'all a quick little thing of like what spooked the fuck out of me the other day.
Oh,
before I end. What?
In the neighborhood?
Yeah. Right.
Do you want this recorded?
Yeah. Okay. You damn right. Right. So this is it's Cinco de Mayo, right? That was a Thursday, right?
I thought.
Yeah, it was a Thursday.
Yeah.
Right. And I was working overnight at work, so I was home during the day. In my neighborhood, like I don't go out in my neighborhood much, but I don't really see a lot of people in my neighborhood, right? I live in a townhomes. There's like 50 units.
Kids next door.
The badass kids next door, which are all like skinned and black, right? Yeah. So they look like mulatto and shit like that, or they could be Latin or anything like of that. Bro, you look mad asleep just now.
No. You know what I'm looking at.
Oh, he got his phone to the side. Look at that. Yeah. So anyway, so like my pool area never gets used, and when it does, it's usually like my neighbors and the black kids and all that other shit, and it's just random people there. So Cinco de Mayo comes, and all of a sudden there's 15 Caucasians in the pool. Bro, I counted them too, because I'm out my window prying. Like I look out the window to see like what the chicks look like. I'm like, But it was 15 Caucasians. I was like, where the fuck all these Caucasians come from? I ain't seen, I've lived there 11 years. I ain't seen 15 Caucasian people in 11 years where I'm at.
Do you think they just found the spot and they're like, oh, let's go to the pool?
But that's what it was like. But why all of a sudden it was Cinco de Mayo? They had drinks. They was in the pool.
This was during the day?
Yeah, during the day. It was what was Cinco de Mayo was like a Thursday or some shit like that. They were all gathered like where the steps are, like in that first like corner trajectory of the pool. And I'm like, where the fuck did all these Caucasians come from? And I was like, they mad out there celebrating Cinco de Mayo.
Are they like mid-20s, maybe on spring break?
Yeah. No, they look like Generation Z's, maybe 25s to 20s to 30s. They hit the pool, and I was like, do they live here?
No, they just found the spot.
Or did they find?
Well, they probably know somebody that lived there, and then they say, "Hey, come through." Nobody's ever around.
Bro, I'm so afraid
right
now.
Jobs,
bro. I'm so fucking afraid right now, though, because like the minute white people move in, your rent go up. Right? That's called gentrification, and we're gonna end the podcast with that. Watch out for gentrification in your hood, and we gonna hit you with a peace.
Peace.